stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish here with the Paulette's #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off, and had a little technical issue there right at the beginning. Missed our intro. We are here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Lumberjack girls getting set to take on the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars out of Post Falls. And JV game wrapping up. They were in a running clock here in the fourth quarter. That thing went very fast. 49-19, Lumberjack JV girls, I believe, going to be staying undefeated as they are winning yet another one here tonight. I think they're undefeated. I will double check and make sure on that, but that is where we are at the moment. Taking a look at the 2A Central Idaho League, I'm going to go ahead and turn this up and welcome in the NFHS listeners on the NFHS camera here in St. Mary's. Taking a look at the 2A Central Idaho League, not a single team in the Central Idaho League for the girls basketball programs right now has a winning record. In fact, the team right now that is basically the #1 team in the league, because they have a 1-0 record in league play, is the Kellogg Wildcats. But the Kellogg Wildcats have a 2-5 overall record. They beat Priest River in league action last night by a score of 60-17, and they will host Wallace tomorrow night. They are currently 16th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 17th in the Max Preps rankings. The JV game just finishing up. JV girls win 49-36 to 19. The Grangeville Bulldogs, they are the next team on the list. They have no league games yet. They are 4-5 overall on the season. They lost to Kamei 44-40 in their last game. They host Orofino on the 19th. They are 10th in the Idaho Sports Power rankings and 8th in the Max Preps rankings. Your St. Mary's Lumberjacks, no league games for them yet. They come into tonight's game with a 3-3 record. They lost on Tuesday 58-31 at Lakeside. They host Potlatch January the 4th after the Christmas break. They currently are 7th in the Idaho Sports Power rankings and 10th in the Max Preps rankings. The Orofino Maniacs, no league games yet, but they are 0-6 overall on the season. They lost 55-31 to Council in their last game. They host Clarkston, Washington on the 15th, which is tonight, and they are 20th in the Idaho Sports Power ranking. The Max Preps rankings doesn't go up far enough, so it didn't show a ranking for Orofino or Priest River in the Max Preps rankings. And the Priest River Spartans, they are 0-1 in league play. That's why they are on the bottom of the list. They are 1-3 overall. They lost 60-17 to Kellogg in their last game. They're hosting the Santa Shootout, which is a tournament, on December 16th and the 17th, and they are 22nd in the Idaho Sports Power rankings. Taking a look at the top 5 in those power rankings, we've got some different rankings here today. Finally, the coaches' polls have been updated, and there's Max Preps rankings as well. So we've got 3 out of the 4 rankings that we usually give you. The power rankings for Idaho sports look like this. 1 through 5 is North Fremont, Melba, Westside, Soda Springs, and Ambrose. In the coaches' poll, it is Melba, Soda Springs, Coal Valley, North Fremont, and Westside. And in the Max Preps rankings, these are the ones that they seed the state tournament with at the end of the season. The 1 through 5 is Melba, Soda Springs, Westside, North Fremont, and Coal Valley Christian. That's a look at league standings and your power rankings. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has that.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources.
After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel trucks.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as your Lumberjack girls get set to take on the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars. And the varsity team's out here warming up, getting ready for this non-league matchup. The Lumberjack girls, well, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They'd like to get that changed tonight against the Genesis Prep Jaguars and get a win on the board before winter break, before the Christmas break starts. And for them, this would be the last game, last chance that they get before winter break begins for them. So tonight, they need to get back on the winning side of things and go into the break with a above 500 record would be a good thing for them. Biggest concern for the girls, though, at this point of the season, and this is all my opinion, of course, is the turnovers. And again, I say it every game broadcast, every pregame. We sound like a broken record here, but turnovers. The Lumberjacks are averaging 30 turnovers per game. And, well, you know, that makes it hard to win games. We've said it before, you know, you turn the ball over, that you're taking that offensive possession away from you. You're taking that opportunity to put a shot up away from your team, and you're just giving your opponent extra chances at scoring buckets. So, again, I know it's been a broken record, not just this year, but last year, and I think even the year before. Turnovers for the Lumberjack girls, as that is the biggest thing they struggle with, it seems like, every game. Also, a few things that make it difficult as well, though, is they started out pretty good at the beginning of the season, but their shooting percentage is not quite, I'm sure, where Coach Wickard would like to see it, as the girls are shooting just 34% from the field and just 44% from the free throw line. And 34% needs to be up probably above that 40% would be a good number for them from the field. Free throws, though, that needs to be up around 60 to 70%. And the girls just aren't doing it right now. And hopefully we'll see that improve. Again, it is early in the season. They've played 6 games. They've still got quite a few more games, probably double that to go through to finish up the season. So they've got time to work on these things and get them going in the right direction. But they need to definitely be focusing on them, and I'm sure they are. These are numbers that, like I said, need to see improvement before St. Mary starts league play. Their first league game is coming up quickly. It is on January the 6th, where they will be playing at Orofino, and that means they just have 2 games. That includes this game before they have to get into league action. So they've got this game, and then they've got Potlatch after the Christmas break, and then they will be at Orofino for their first league matchup. On the positive side of things, the Lumberjacks are averaging around 47 rebounds per game. That's a crazy number, honestly. The boys are right up there now, 50 rebounds per game as well area. So the girls are rebounding well. A good chunk of those are offensive rebounds, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, I do believe. But so rebounding is good. They are averaging 10 assists per game, which is good, and 9 steals per game. So those are all fairly good numbers for the Lumberjacks. They also have 4 players that average 5 points or better per game, including Stacy Mitchell. She averages 12 points per game. Tacey Watkins averages 11 points per game. So the scoring hasn't been a big issue in most games. I will say that. They had a couple of games where they did have some trouble scoring, and that was the Potlatch game and a little bit at the Lakeside game on Tuesday. Mitchell is also averaging 14 rebounds a game, so she's averaging a double-double per game at this early part of the season. So that's a little bit of just a recap so far of the season, what the girls are doing, some of their struggles. We'll take a quick break, and we're going to talk a little bit about that Lakeside game when we come back.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE. Also, our audio stream can be heard on YouTube. And also, our play-by-play and audio is being fed into and through the NFHS network camera here at the gymnasium as well. So multiple ways to catch the games for the Lumberjacks when they play here at home. Little recap as the Lumberjacks game against Lakeside on Tuesday. One of the things that Lakeside did was they had a very, very solid defense. And St. Mary's girls sometimes has a hard time when they face a team that plays aggressive defense, and that is when most of their turnovers happen. And Lakeside really had a tough defense. I mean, that first quarter was 11-11 at the end, but Lakeside really turned things on a little bit from the second quarter on. And a lot of times it seemed like when St. Mary's would get the ball passed down inside trying to get something from the post, they would have three girls from Lakeside would collapse on them and trap them down in the post, and then they would panic a little bit, have a hard time trying to find somebody to get that ball out to, and they would end up turning the ball over. Sometimes if you can keep your wits about you, so to say, or just not panic and not force a pass out, you're going to have numbers somewhere. So you've just got to try to focus and find that open girl, because if there's two or three collapsed on you, there's going to be one or two open girls somewhere else. So you've got to just try to weather that storm and find the cleanest and easiest way to get that pass out. Now, it's a lot easier said than done, obviously. But that is kind of where they struggle and where some of their turnovers happen. They do on occasion have some unforced turnovers. They try to force a pass over or throw one into a spot where they shouldn't throw it. But it's just kind of a 50-50 mix right now with turnovers. They could really cut down the number of turnovers alone if they would get some of the unforced ones cut out of their game. But it's also trying to handle that defensive pressure. The Jacks only shot 26% against Lakeside, so that's a tough one to take. And they also only shot 35% from the free throw line. And again, with the turnovers, they had 30 turnovers versus Lakeside. Lakeside had 16 second chance points and 14 points off Lumberjack turnovers. So that just shows that's one area. Another area that shows where Lakeside made up a big chunk of their points was they were getting offensive rebounds, and they were making them count with 16 second chance points, and they were also making points off the turnovers, having the 14 points off the turnovers. St. Mary's, though, only had 2 second chance points, but St. Mary's had 17 offensive rebounds. So you'd like to see that number doubled, well, more than doubled. You'd like to see if you have 17 offensive rebounds that you have at least 14 to 16 points off those second chance opportunities. And St. Mary's only scored 7 points off turnovers, and Lakeside, they had quite a few turnovers themselves. They were at the 18-point mark. Taylor Jansen, she had the only double-digit points for St. Mary's in that game. She scored 11. And Stacy Mitchell, who normally gets into those double digits, she had just 6 points, but she did have 13 rebounds for the Lumberjacks. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, "Go Lumberjack!" Look. And we are back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off here from Lumberjack Gymnasium, taking a look at the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars. They are out of the 1A District 1 Scenic Idaho Conference. Their head coach is Jessica Whaley. It is her first year as the coach. The Jags are 11th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings for their conference, and they are 4-3 on the season. Their last game, they lost 49-34 to Rogers, Washington. They score 44 points per game. They allow 35 points per game. And I had it written down here, but I don't remember. Player to watch, an all-league returning player, all-conference returning player. She's a senior. Maya Anderson is the player to watch for the Jaguars. For the Lumberjacks tonight, well, this is the last game before Christmas break. The Jacks have just one more game before they start league play against Orofino. So the Lumberjacks need to take advantage of these next couple of games to try to correct the turnover issue. Like I said a little while ago, before the Lakeside game, St. Mary's has the chance. Actually, I did not say this. I got a little mixed up here. One thing I've noticed with everybody in the league having a losing record, there's not a lot to go off of just yet, so I don't want to get too, not excited, but too early. But if St. Mary's can correct their turnover issues, get their free throw shooting better, and get that shooting percentage up a little bit, they've got a shot to compete for the district title. But it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some correcting of some issues. But right now, every team in the league has a losing record. I don't know what to think of Grangeville. Grangeville has a 4-5 record, but they've probably played some pretty tough teams. They've played a few teams from down south. So I still don't quite know yet what to think of, especially of Grangeville, because Grangeville, I think, was the league favorite this year. But as far as everybody else, Kellogg, Priest River, Orofino, none of those teams on the girls' side look the strongest. So it's going to be interesting to see if St. Mary's can put together what they need to put together, because there's some potential with this Lumberjack girls team. We see it every game. They have flashes where it shows what they can do, and then they turn the ball over and they have some of these issues that kind of mars that look. But these girls have the potential to make some noise, I think, in the Central Idaho League this year. They've just got to get that confidence. They've got to cut out the turnovers. We're going to take a break, and then we'll get you our upcoming schedules and stuff as soon as we can. We've got some other stuff as well, but we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with what should be the starting lineups.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back with your upcoming Lumberjack schedule. First, tomorrow on the 16th, Lumberjack varsity and JV boys will host Lakeside, 5:30 and 7 o'clock. Then on the 17th, the varsity wrestling will be at Grangeville. JV will be at Lakeland JV tournament. On the 21st, the CIL wrestling duels here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. On the 30th, Chad E. Ross tournament here at the Lumberjack Gymnasium. On the 3rd, after Christmas break, JV and varsity boys will host Priest River. On the 4th, the varsity girls will host Potlatch at 7. I believe that's only varsity, because when they went and played down there, it was only varsity, I do believe. On the 6th, the JV and varsity girls should be at Orofino. And then on the 6th, the JV and varsity boys will be at Spawners Ferry. So that is a look at your schedule. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem, and we'll be back.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than at Everyone's Hardware and Lumber Store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294. Or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we are back after the national anthem, and now we'll get ready for your starting lineups. We will start with the Jaguars, as they are the visiting team. It will be number 42, Maya Anderson. Number 10 of Ella Martin. Number 3 of Summer Nelke. Number 14 of Sienna Williams. And rounding out the lineup for the Jags, number 21, Katie Yount. The Jags are coached by Jessica Whaley. And now the starting lineup for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. It'll be 5'7" senior guard, number 1, Berkeley McGrill. It'll be the 5'5" junior guard, number 5, Kara Sexton. It'll be the number 14 of 6-foot senior post, Tacey Watkins. Also a senior, the 5'9" senior post, number 20, Stacy Mitchell. And rounding out the lineup for the Lumberjacks is the 6-foot junior post, number 23, Sammy Sint. Lumberjacks are coached by Dakota Wickard. Lumberjacks in their home white and green uniforms. The Genesis Prep Jaguars in their navy blue with gold trim. Lumberjacks going left to right on your radio dial as the Jags going right to left. It'll be two number 14s going up against each other at midcourt. It'll be Sienna Williams for the Jags and Tacey Watkins for the Lumberjack girls. Everybody checking with everybody. They're checking with the score table, make sure everybody's ready to go. Refs are checking with each other, making sure they're ready to go, and the head ref steps to midcourt. The ball is up. Tip is controlled by the Lumberjacks. Sexton with the ball, working on the left side. Sexton towards the corner on the left. Bounce pass back to the top to Sint. Sint looking. She's going to take the dribble. Takes it to the right side. Now reverses back to the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Looks into Mitchell. Mitchell tries to feed it over the top. Mitchell going to turn it over. And the Jags get a steal to start things off with. And Lumberjacks have their first turnover of the contest. Too early to get a turnover. 7.5 for the Jags. They have the ball on the left side. It is Sienna Williams. Drives the lane. Shot is up. No good. And the rebound goes to Tacey Watkins for the Lumberjacks. Berkeley McGrill will bring it down for St. Mary's. Looking to the low post to Watkins. Watkins is going to put the shot up from underneath. She doesn't elevate. She just put it up standing flat. Shot won't go in. Rebound to the Jags. Then we get a steal the other way, though, by Berkeley McGrill. Sexton takes it across. Takes it to the top of the key. Over to Sammy Sint, right wing. Now looking underneath. And it's going to be a steal. Lumberjacks with their second turnover. Tried to feed it into the low post to Mitchell, and it was going to be batted out by the Jags. Up to the free throw line to Anderson. Anderson's shot is up. Off the back of the iron. Going to bounce around. Falls out. Rebound went to, I believe it was Mitchell. That ball looked like it was going to fall in. It took a minute up on the rim as it hopped around and slowly rolled off. Bad pass by Sexton. And a turnover and a steal for the Jags. Williams the other way. Shot is up. It's going to be partially blocked, but also going to get some skin there is Kara Sexton, and she'll draw the first foul for the Lumberjacks. That'll send the Knights the Jaguars to the free throw line. First trip to the charity stripe. No score, 6.5 to go, first period. Sienna Williams to the free throw line. First free throw is up. It is no good. Williams' second free throw on the way. That one is no good as well. Rebound to Watkins. So the Jaguars couldn't get the first points from the charity stripe. Still no score, almost 2 minutes gone, first period. Looking for the high post or the low post, and it's a high pass from Sexton down into Mitchell. Mitchell's going to put the bucket in, and she'll be fouled. Kara Sexton will get the assist, and that'll put Stacy Mitchell to the free throw line. Stacy Mitchell just 5%, it looks like, from the free throw line on the season. I don't know if I did. She might be 50%. I'm going to have to double check on that. That just doesn't seem right. I don't think she's shooting that poorly from the free throw line. She makes the first free throw, and the Lumberjacks score first. It's a 3-0 lead for the Jacks. Genesee drives into the paint, but Berkeley McGrill is going to strip the ball away and get the steal. McGrill takes the ball the other way, top of the paint, top of the key, gets it over to Sexton. Sexton drives, shot won't fall. Mitchell able to knock the rebound to herself. They're going to feed it into Watkins. Watkins gets it over to Sint. Sint's shot won't go. Rebound goes to the Genesee Jags. And St. Mary's, I believe it was Mitchell, gets called for her first foul. That is the team's second foul for the Lumberjacks. 5.5 to go, first period, 3-0 Lumberjacks lead. Slow start, bringing it down for the Jags is Yount. Gets it to the left side, into the hands of Martin. Martin closely guarded by Sexton. She finds Williams. Williams into the paint, shot up high off the glass, no good, foul called. That'll send Williams back to the free throw line. She missed her first two a moment ago. That foul looks like it's going to go against. It is Tacey Watkins' first foul. Third team foul for the Lumberjacks. Williams missed her first two free throws. Makes the first one this time. Watkins going to come out for the Lumberjacks. Taylor Jansen checks in. Second free throw on the way. It is up off the glass and good, and we got a 1-point lead as the Jags have a 3-2 disadvantage right now. Lumberjacks lead. St. Mary's with a three from McGrill. It's off the mark. Rebound to the Knights. I don't know why I keep calling them the Knights. They are the Jaguars. Coming the other way, going to get the ball tied up by St. Mary's. Berkeley McGrill able to get a hold of it. The possession arrow favors the Genesee Jags, so the Jags will inbound from baseline. Triggering it in will be Ella Martin. Martin from baseline into the corner. Into Yount. Yount trapped by Sexton. High pass up to Martin. Martin working on the right wing. McGrill goes for the steal. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by McGrill. So the Jags will stay with possession. The ball in to Nelke. Nelke back to Martin. Martin working right side. She's got Sexton. She's going to try to go into the baseline. They're going to call Sexton with a little bit of a push there. That'll be the second foul on Sexton. And with that foul, Sexton will come to the bench. Checking in for her, the senior Michaela Spray. Inbound pass, low post. Looking back out to Anderson, but Anderson's pass not expected by Ella Martin, and it's going to be a turnover on the Jags. 3-2 still the score, 4:46 to go in the first. Neither team really showing much just yet. Over to Spray, to the corner to Jansen. Jansen for three. That one is well short. Rebound was pulled down by Mitchell. Mitchell's putback would not go. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Jags. Lumberjacks will inbound from baseline. Second chance opportunities. Got to cash in on him. Into Mitchell. Mitchell in the paint. Shot up and good. The assist on the inbound pass from Sammy Simp. 5-2. Lumberjacks stretch it back to a 3-point lead. Biggest lead of the game has been 3 points. Out to the wing on the left side to Martin. Martin guarded by Spray. Man defense from St. Mary's. Over to the left side, or the right side now. Into the hands of Yount. Yount drives underneath. Going to get a partial block there by Sammy Sint, and a foul against the Jags. That one will go against Jillian Russworm. No, not Jillian Russworm. 21, Katie Yount. That'll be her first, team second. St. Mary's with the ball. Over to Sammy Sint. Sint high off the glass. Shot won't fall. Battle for the rebound. It's taken by Mitchell. Mitchell's shot won't go. And we get a tie-up. And jump ball called, and the possession goes to the Lumberjacks. Sammy Sint will go to the Jansen in the free throw line. Back out to Spray. Spray working right side. Now to the paint. Shot up off the glass. No good by Berkeley McGrill. Rebound went to Jansen. Going to get a shot from Sint. It won't go. Rebound out to Spray. Another shot up. It wouldn't go. And again, another offensive rebound by the Lumberjacks. And then finally McGrill puts it in from just about the free throw line. Shot up by Jags out of the way, no good. St. Mary's with the rebound. That was McGrill. Going to get a shot from the low post by Mitchell. It is no good, but a rebound to Sammy Sint, and Sammy Sint will cash in on the second chance opportunity. And just like that, the Lumberjacks lead by 7, 9-2. Genesis Prep working the ball around the top. Williams has the ball left side. Back to the top of the key now, into the hands of Russworm. No, that's not Russworm. I keep wanting to say that's Russworm, but it's Katie Yount, the 21. I just see the 1, and I immediately think number 11. Back to Nelke. Now back to Yount for the 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to McGrill. McGrill takes it to the top of the key, passes it to Jansen. Jansen left side, all the way across court to Spray. Spray looking underneath to Mitchell. Counts the bucket and the foul. Third team foul on the Jags. Are they not counting? No, they're counting the bucket, I do believe. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. There it is. The foul goes against the 34 of Kinsey Lawler. The free throw is up and good. St. Mary's up by 10. Substitution coming for the Lumberjacks as Mitchell comes out. Checking in for her, Casey Watkins back into the game. Going to get a steal by Spray. Down to Mitchell or to Watkins, and Watkins cashes it off the glass from the left side to the right side. 14-2, Lumberjacks lead. The Knights answer, or not the Knights, the Jaguars answer back with Katie Yount with a little layup fingertip roll. 14-4. Quick action going here, fast action for girls. And a three-point shot on the way by Taylor Jansen from deep. It's going to be no good. Rebound to the Jags. And then I think, was it a foul or a jump ball call? It must have been. There's been no adjustment to the scoreboard for foul, so it must have been a jump ball, and the possession favored St. Mary's. Into the corner to McGrill. Long 2 on the way, short. Rebound to Sammy Sint, though. And Sammy Sint will get the second chance points, and she counts it up and good. 16-14, or 16-4. Jags inside, out to the short corner. Shot on the way, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good, but a foul called. That'll send the Knights to the free throw line. I believe it was Sammy Sint drawing her first foul. Team's 5th, and that sends the number 34 of Kinsey Lawler to the free throw line. First free throw off the back of the iron. It is no good. Second free throw on the way. She takes some dribbles. Not on the way, but she toes the line. Throw a shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound goes to Sammy Sint. Lumberjacks the other way. McGrill to Jansen. Jansen thought about a 3 for a minute from the left corner. Decided against it as the defense came out on her. Now back to the right side. Spray up to the free throw line. Looks, tries to feed it inside. Ball's tipped around, and it's going to be taken away by the Jags and a foul call. That one's going to go against St. Mary's, and that's going to be Casey Watkins' second foul of the contest. 51 seconds on the clock. Casey Watkins comes out. Stacy Mitchell back in. 16-4, Lumberjacks lead is 12. Under a minute to go, first period. Bringing it down for the Jags, the number 21 of Yount. She's going to trigger the 3. It's up and good from downtown. 16-7, Lumberjacks. Berkeley McGrill trying to feed it to the low post into Mitchell, and Mitchell's going to dribble it once, go up strong, and put it up and good. And I'm going to give McGrill the assist. Under 30 seconds. Right side of the floor, it's Martin working against Spray. Back to Williams. Williams to the top now to Yount. Yount Takes it to the right side. Now to Martin. Back out to the 21. Shot on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Another three-pointer on the way. It's no good. It's in and out, and the rebound goes to Stacey Mitchell for the Lumberjacks, but not enough time to do anything with it. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. 18-7, a little bit of a slow start, but St. Mary's finally got rolling, outscoring the Genesis Prep Tigers 18-7 first quarter. We'll be back.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. Now we are back. 18-7 Lumberjacks lead. Start of the second quarter. It's the Jaguars with the ball first, working the left side. Going to stand them up and tie the ball up is Berkeley McGrill. Possession will go to the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks, 18 points in the first quarter. 16 of those have been second chance points. And I think 2 of them were points off turnovers. Lumberjacks with the ball. Sexton working left side. That didn't add up properly there. St. Mary's doesn't have 20 points. Well, I guess second chance points, yeah, never mind. So it says 4 points off turnovers for the Lumberjacks and 16 points off of second chance opportunities. That just means that one of those buckets off of turnovers was made off of a second chance opportunity as well. 18-7, the Jags deflected out of bounds. St. Mary's inbound to Jansen. Jansen tries the three. It is well short, and she usually doesn't miss that badly from outside, but she did on that one. 18-7, Lumber. I'm not sure who took the timeout. It's a full timeout taken by St. Mary's, I do believe. We'll take it as well. We'll be back.
The holiday season is coming quick. Start your holiday shopping today at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Timber Country is loaded with deals on hunting clothes, workwear, and much more, including brands like Carhartt. Over at the Country Fair, they have great deals on fall fashion, clothes for all ages, and lots of toys priced for the holiday season. That's Timber Country and the Country Fair located on Main Street in St. Mary's, your one-stop shop for holiday cheer. And remember, support your local businesses.
And we are back, and right now it is 18-7, Lumberjacks leading. Early second quarter. St. Mary's with 4 turnovers in the first quarter. Genesis Prep with 5. And a timeout by St. Mary's. Looks like the same 5 on the floor. No subs made. Lumberjacks, a little bit. They've got 1 person in the backcourt. Now they've got 2. A little bit of backcourt pressure. A little bit of maybe even a full court press actually going against the Jags. Jags get it down. Long 2-point shot on the way. It's going to be a rebound to the Jags. They'll reset. Ball is loose, though. And it's going to be a turnover on Genesis Prep. Sexton gets it across the timeline, slows down left side, brings the ball now to the middle of the court. Spins around her defender, goes up to the elbow and has the ball taken away from her. And then I believe she's going to get called for a foul. And that is the third foul on Sexton. Sexton is one of those players that goes hard. She's a heck of a defender, but she can find herself in foul trouble early sometimes. And that is going to be 1-and-1 time now for Genesis Prep as St. Mary's with 7 fouls. Since Deanna Williams to the free throw line, she is 2 for 4, and that one's going to miss. Offensive rebound, though. Shot was no good. It was blocked by St. Mary's. They had another rebound, then the shot was no good. Sexton's going to come out of the game. Checking in for her is the number 42 of Jacqueline Linnemeyer. Over to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer's going to pull the quick three right off the bat. It's no good. Offensive rebound, or defensive rebound to the Jags. And a foul against Sammy Sint. That'll be her second foul. That'll send the Jags back to the charity stripe. It looks like, I believe it's Katie Yount to the free throw line for the first time. Knight's not shooting particularly well from the free throw line. 2 out of 7 from the charity stripe. 1-and-1. First one on the way, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Mitchell. Jags putting a little bit of their own backcourt pressure on. They back out of it. Berkeley McGrill brings it across. Swings it to the left side to Jansen. Jansen just inside, gets the pass over to McGrill. McGrill quickly covered out to the corner to Sammy Sint. Sint sets up, three-pointer on the way, a little bit hard on the shot. And the rebound fought for. Guessing it was just a jump ball called. So the possession goes to St. Mary's. St. Mary's inbounds. Pass in. Shot up by Mitchell. No good, but she will be fouled. That foul goes against Ella Martin. That is her first. Puts Mitchell to the free throw line to shoot 2. She is perfect from the charity stripe tonight. 3 for 3. Mitchell already had 10 points in the first quarter, so she's off to a heck of a start in this game as well. 19-7, Jack stretch it back to a 12-point lead, and Mitchell makes the second one, so it's a 13-point lead, biggest lead of the game for the Lumberjacks as they lead at 20-7. 5:55 to go in the first half. Jags working the ball around the perimeter, 3-point shot on the way, in and out. She was robbed. Sammy Sint with the rebound. That was Ella Martin with the 3. That thing went about halfway down the rim and back up. St. Mary's, and I think, turned the ball over. Genesis Prep to inbound. They get it into the number 3 of Nelke. Nelke gets it to Yount. Yount for 3. That one is off the mark. And it's going to be a rebound chased down by McGrill, and St. Mary's with the ball. Up ahead to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer to McGrill. McGrill straight away. Back over to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer goes up high. Nice pass into Stacy Mitchell, and Mitchell makes it count. 22-7. Lumberjacks lead is 15. Genesis Prep Williams working left side. Little step back jump shot from almost three-point range. Shot won't go. Offensive rebound for the Jags. Their putback will not fall. The ball is going to be tied up. Possession will stay with Lakeside, or with Genesee Prep, with the Jaguars. I do not know why I have such an affliction with wanting to call Genesis Prep Lakeside. 3-pointer on the way by Yount. It is up and good. Oh, maybe, yeah. No? What did they call that? It was 3. Her second 3 of the game. Feeding it inside to Mitchell. There was a little bit of traffic in the way there, and Mitchell misplays that pass coming in. She's going to be wide open if it gets there to her, but it's going to be a turnover on St. Mary's, and a timeout taken by to dead ball. Anybody can take the timeout, so it was timeout St. Mary's. It's a full. We'll be back.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
And we are back, and coming in for the Lumberjacks, Jansen will sit down. Casey Watkins checks back in. Genesis Prep with the ball. Left side to Nelke. Now to the top of the key. Now over to the right wing. Working. Contested. Back to Williams. Williams going to sidestep. 3 on the way. It's wide. Rebound chased down by the Jags. Shot from the short corner is up and good by Yount. (22-12). It's a 10-point lead. Linnemeyer, a little stutter, goes into the short corner, gets stood up. Backs it back out to Sent on the left side. Sent to McGrill. McGrill on the right side. Looking to drive, trying to find a place to hand it off to, and coming in. No, what did they get? What did they call there? I thought it was going to be a foul because that was the only thing that really happened, but they're calling some sort of a turnover on St. Mary's, maybe a double dribble on McGrill. Genesis Prep drives underneath. Foul called on the floor underneath, and that one might have been against. Who is that going against? That is going against Stacy Mitchell, her second. Team's 9th foul. Only the biggest thing right now St. Mary's has done is had a few too many fouls in the first half. Sends the 21 of Yount to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. No good on the shot, but the Jags get the rebound. Williams finds an open lane, puts the shot up. It won't go. Rebound goes to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer to McGrill, and now to Sammy Sent. Sent for 3. It's good. Sammy Sent drains the 3, gets the assist from McGrill. Lumberjacks stretch it back to a 13-point lead, 3:12 to go before halftime. 25-12, St. Mary's up. Going to get a 3-point shot on the way. Nothing but net from the number 3 of Summer Nelke. Little sidestep there. She sidestepped the defense of McGrill and then pulled the jumper, and it was swished. 10-point lead for St. Mary's. Looking into Watkins, a little bit too much on the pass. Watkins can't pull it in. Going to call that a turnover on Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer's going to come out. 2:48 to go. I believe it was Spray that came in. Also going out is Mitchell. And Lockridge will check in for Lumberjacks. So now I got to figure out who the other one was that came out because I've got too many on the floor. Down inside. Shot up. No good, but a foul called. Berkeley is out there. Sammy is there. No, so Linnemeyer is not out there. Free throw up and good by Lawler. The foul went against Lockridge. Second free throw up, no good by Lawler. Offensive rebound and another foul right away called. That one looks like it might be against Watkins. It's quickly her third foul. First free throw is up and good. This one by Yount. Mitchell will come in for Watkins with 2.5 to go. That's Yount's first free throw made. She's 1 for 3. Second free throw on the way. That one off the back of the iron. No good. Ball is pulled down by Lockridge for the Lumberjacks and Williams for the Jags, and the possession will go to St. Mary's. I'll just credit it as a rebound for Lockridge. 2.5 to go before halftime. St. Mary's up 25-17. Sammy sent for 3 from the right side. It's up and good. And again, the assist comes from Berkeley McGrill. 28-17. Driving. Williams shot up and off the glass. It won't fall in. Rebound to Lockridge. Going the other way. Going to get a foul called against the Jags. That one goes against the number 10 of Ella Martin. That is her second foul. Team's 5th foul, and that'll be an inbound pass from the sideline for St. Mary's into McGrill. McGrill brings it across, gets it over to Sint. Sint goes to the top, swings over to Spray. Spray looking into Mitchell. A contested pass in there, but Mitchell's able to get it. Goes up strong from underneath. No good, but she'll be fouled. That'll send Mitchell to the free throw line where she has been perfect so far tonight, 4 for 4. That is the second foul against Sienna Williams. First free throw up and good for Stacy Mitchell. Mitchell on pace to have a 30-point game tonight if things continue the way they are. Mitchell's second free throw on the way. That one's short. Rebound going to be pulled down by the Jags. St. Mary's almost tied it up. Going to get Berkeley McGrill, though, stepped in front of a pass. Gets the steal. Turnover on the Jags. McGrill the other way. 1.5 minutes. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Spray. Shot won't fall for her. Rebound goes to Sammy Stint. Lumberjacks will reset. Over to McGrill. McGrill left side. She's going to take it up to the free throw line. Kicks it over to Spray. Spray tries to get it into Mitchell. This time it is stolen away. Turnover by St. Mary's. Ball, I think, knocked out of bounds by the Lumberjacks. So the Jags will inbound. 1.5 minutes to go. Before halftime, 29-17. It's a 12-point lead for St. Mary's. They've led by as much as 15. Williams with the ball. Pulls up to the 3 from the left side. Off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound goes to the Jags. Back to the free throw line. Williams left open. Shot on the way. It won't fall in. Jump ball going to be called. I'm going to credit McGrill with the rebound then for the Lumberjacks, as she was the one that grabbed possession first, and the Jags tied it up. 29-17, Lumberjacks with the lead here. At home against the Jaguars. Berkeley McGrill to the right wing. Hooks up her dribble. Goes to the short corner to Mitchell. Mitchell loses her balance. Steps on the out of bounds. Turnover St. Mary. So probably turnover numbers not quite where you want them at the end of the first half. We'll see when we get there. I'm betting her about 8 or 9 turnovers. Williams, short corner, shot from the left side. It's long. Rebound, though, to St. Mary's. Going to give it to McGrill because that's who has the ball. I'm not sure if that's who ended up with it. Looking inside to Mitchell. Mitchell. Shot goes straight up in the air. Might have been partially blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Genesis Prep. So St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. 29 seconds. Into Lockridge. Lockridge, long 2 on the way. Off the iron, no good. Spray with the rebound. It won't fall in. Spray had the putback. It wouldn't fall. Then we get a tie-up. Jump ball called, and the possession this time goes over to Genesis Prep. Jags going to bring it down. Play for that last shot. 16 seconds on the clock. Yount gets it over to the 3 of Nelke. Nelke working the right side. Picks up her dribble. Goes back to the top to Martin. And a foul going to be called. Double bonus now. That foul, the first one on Michaela Spray. 7.7 seconds on the clock. And that sends Ella Martin to the free throw line for the first time tonight for the Jaguars. Couple of strong dribbles by Martin. Shot on the way. It is short. Almost was in a spot where it could have kissed the rim and rolled over, but it was just a little bit off to centered, so it wasn't going to do that. Next free throw on the way. That one in and out. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Lockridge. Lockridge trying to dribble it down the sideline and now going to get a shot off as the first half comes to an end. St. Mary's with a 12-point lead, 29-17 over the Genesis Prep Jaguars at halftime here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. We'll take a break and come back with a look at the first half numbers.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
And we are back, and they've got some sort of a little, behind deal or no deal type of thing going down here, where they've got 4 lumberjack students down here, and they all got a stocking, and they were given the option to give the stocking back, I think, and trade it in for $50. And I have to believe that maybe one of these, that's one or two, or some of these stockings must have some really good goodies in it. So it's kind of interesting to see what they are taking down here on their deals. Anyways, it is halftime. Lumberjack girls lead 29-17 over the Jaguars of Genesis Preparatory Academy. First half scoring looks like this. The St. Mary's outscores the Jags 18-7 in the first quarter. Second quarter, a lot closer, 11-10 in favor of the Lumberjacks. But the Jags making it an interesting game. They are down by 12 points, but 12 points isn't a huge deficit in basketball. You can cut that down fairly quickly. So we'll just have to see what the Jags do in the second half. First half shooting, not the greatest by either team, honestly. 20% for Genesis Prep, just 35% for the Lumberjacks. I'm sure both coaches would love to see that up above 40%. Three-point shooting, Genesis Prep, 3 of 10 for 30%. Not a bad number there. St. Mary's 2 of 9 for 22%. Free throw shooting, Genesis Prep, 4 of 15, 26%. That right there makes quite a dent in the game right now if they had shot better from the free throw line. St. Mary's is 83%, 5 of 6 from for the free throw line. So really the Jags, they could have this down under a double-digit lead if they had shot better from the free throw line. Rebounds, St. Mary's out rebounding the Jags 29-19. 11 offensive rebounds for the Jags, 13 for the Lumberjacks, 8 defensive rebounds for the Jags, 16 defensive rebounds for St. Mary's. On the assist side, the Jaguars have 2, St. Mary's with 8. Steals, 6 for the Jags, 4 for St. Mary's, 7 turnovers for the Jags, 10 for the Lumberjacks. So St. Mary's in kind of a bad spot there again with getting those turnover numbers down there. Halfway to 20. 20 is better than 30 if they do finish up with 20, but you still want to see below that 20 number as well. So let's see if they can take a little bit better care of the ball in the second half and not have 10 turnovers. The Lumberjacks committed 12 fouls in the first half with Genesis Prep just 6. St. Mary's had no bench points. That's another negative. Want to see some points off the bench, but then again, Genesis Prep didn't either. Second chance points, Genesis Prep with 8. St. Mary's doing a good job tonight on second chance attempts with 16 points off of second chance opportunities. Points off turnovers, Genesis Prep with none. That helps St. Mary's with having 10 turnovers. It's like having no turnovers if the other team doesn't make any points off of them, so that's not hurting them. 4 points off turnovers for St. Mary's. Individually for Genesis Prep, they've got 4 players scoring double digits already. For Katie Yount, she has 11 points, 3 points for Summer Nelke, 2 points for Sienna Williams, and 1 point for Kinsey Lawler. Looking to the Lumberjacks, 2 players in double digits. No surprise, Stacey Mitchell. She's on the road to 30-point night. She's got 15 points in the first half, 6 rebounds for her. Sammy Stint has 10 points with 5 rebounds, so both players halfway to a double-double. They've got the double-digit points, and they're halfway there in the rebounds. We'll see what they can do in the second half. Berkeley McGrill, one of the shorter players on the team, she has 5 rebounds herself and 2 points. She also has 3 assists and 3 steals. Casey Watkins just with 2 rebounds and 2 points. She has been kind of hindered by 3 fouls early in the first half. She only has just over 6.5 minutes of playing time in the game. Stormy Lockridge has 3 rebounds. Michaela Spray has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jacqueline Linnemeyer has a rebound and an assist. Taylor Jansen has a rebound. Kara Sexton has an assist. And Sexton, the other Lumberjack with foul trouble, she has 3 fouls as well in that first half. We're going to take another quick break, come back with the second half.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
And we're back, and before we get to the action here, let's see here. Let's get the starters back on the floor for the Lumberjacks, of course. Tomorrow, we want to get this out there so people know about it. Tomorrow, Hope's Haven is going to have a bake sale at Harvest Foods. It'll begin at 9 a.m. So Harvest Foods, Hope's Haven bake sale, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Teams will switch sides. St. Mary's going right to left. They will start with possession in the second half. Sexton to McGrill. McGrill left side. McGrill looking. She goes to Sint up top. Sint also now looking. Looks to be a zone defense from the Jags. Back to Sexton, working on the right side of the floor. She gets stood up, has heavy pressure in her face. Looking over to Watkins. Watkins' shot won't fall. Gets her own rebound. The putback by Watkins is no good. Mitchell gets the rebound. Mitchell tries for the putback. It won't fall, but she is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Mitchell is the only player to go to the free throw line tonight so far. That is the second foul on Katie Yount for the Jaguars. And the first free throw is up and good for Mitchell. 13-point lead for St. Mary's. They've led by as much as 15. Second free throw is left short. No rebound, and a foul against the Lumberjacks, I think. That is not good, as that is the third foul on Sammy Sint, with only 30 seconds gone in the second quarter. Lumberjacks putting some pressure on. Cross-court pass down for the Jags, and they're going to lose the possession. Turnover. Not necessarily an unforced turnover, but it wasn't exactly a steal. Lumberjacks try to force it down inside. That's Kara Sexton. That's going to be stolen by the Jags. So one turnover, back to another turnover for the other guys. And now Stacey Mitchell steps in front of a pass and gets the steal. And the Lumberjacks bring it back down the floor. So both teams a little bit sloppy here. Over to Sexton here on the left side. Sexton's going to rotate up to the top, picks up her dribble, goes over to Sint. Sint in the bright purple shoes. Always see her on the floor. McGrill. McGrill tries to get it to Watkins, and it's going to be a turnover and a steal. Going the other way, a layup missed by the Jags. The rebound was to Watkins. St. Mary's has 2 points, 1 point, I think, on the board second half. Shot up, kind of just flung up there by Berkeley McGrill. She's going to make the bucket, and she'll be fouled and go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. That foul goes against the 42 of Maya Anderson. That is her first. Lumberjacks have held her in check. She has not been able to have an effect on this game tonight. Free throw is up and good by McGrill. 33-17. Timeout taken by the Jags. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 6:22 to go in the third. Another thing, Benoit Humane Society, they're having a Christmas cat bed raffle basket. It is a cat bed full of all kinds of kitty cat goodies. And if you would like to try to win it, tickets are $1 each or 6 tickets for $5. The drawing will be at Hope's Haven December the 23rd. Tickets are at Hope's Haven, the Big Red Barn, or available on PayPal as well. They're also doing the same thing for a dog bed as well, a dog bed raffle, and that one also being drawn on the 23rd of December, and it is the same cost, $1 for tickets, 6 tickets for $5. The Jags will inbound after the timeout. Lumberjacks don't make any substitutions, even though they've got a couple of players out there with 3 fouls apiece. Driving into the lane, Yount gets bodied a little bit. No good. Offensive rebound. Putback was up again. Still no good. but an offensive rebound again for the Jags, and they reset their offense. I almost thought Sint might get called for her fourth foul. Instead, it's going to be a three-pointer on the way and good by Katie Yount. She has 3 threes tonight. St. Mary's back on the attack. Berkeley McGrill trying to get it inside to Sexton. She does. Sexton double teamed in the short corner. Ball going to get knocked away from her. Last touch by the Jags. They'll inbound, or St. Mary's will inbound. Sammy Sint working from baseline into Watkins. Watkins tries the long three. She doesn't shoot many, and that one was an air ball. Rebound goes to the Jags. I was just thinking earlier today when I was looking through the stats, as she's 0% from outside. She hadn't shot any that I was aware of, and tonight she shoots one. That ball gets knocked loose. Turnover on the Jags. Sexton going to try to lay up. If she gets the free run to the bucket off the front of the rim, it won't go. Going to get a foul on the rebound. The foul goes against McGrill. That is her first, team second of the second half. Bringing it down is Yount for the Jags. Works it slightly to the right side. Now she swings over to the three of Nelke. Nelke looking to Anderson. Anderson drives baseline. Falls down on the floor, and she's going to get called for the travel. Lost her footing down there underneath along the baseline. St. Mary's will inbound. 4:50 to go in the third. 33-20. Lumberjacks lead is 13. Berkeley McGrill plays point, brings it across, gets it over to Sint. Sammy Sint working left side. Cross-court pass to Sexton. Now down to McGrill. McGrill back out to Sexton. Still working on that right side of the floor. Now she brings it center. Between the circles. Looks to the left side. Gets stood up by the defense. Back out to McGrill. Lumberjacks being patient. What I like to see from them. Not really forcing too many passes. That time was kind of forced. Ball loose. St. Mary's able to keep it. Down into Watkins. Watkins off the glass and good. Sexton with the assist. 35-20. Jack stretch it back to a 15-point lead. Yount loses the ball trying to get inside. Sexton comes away with it. Sexton slows things down in the backcourt. Now brings it across. Looks to Sammy Sint. Sint back to Sexton. Sexton looking in, trying to get it to Mitchell. I'm going to call a turnover on Mitchell. She tried to turn before the ball got there, giving an opening for the Jags to get the steal. Up to Martin. Anderson, shot from inside. No good. Rebound goes to Sammy Sint, and the Lumberjacks will bring it the other way. St. Mary's, I believe, with a 6-3 run. High pass by Sexton. Turnover St. Mary's, and we've got some subs coming in for the Jags. The number 2 of Sophie Martin, the 34 of Lawler. And Sexton comes out. Checking in for her is Brenna Elliott. Coach Wickard goes down to the end of the bench, talks to Sexton a little bit. Just trying to make sure she keeps that confidence up, keeps those passes a little bit more accurate. Left wing, or right wing, down to the top of the key out to the Jags. Jags working up top right now. Lawler to Martin. Martin from about the free throw line. Shot is up and good. Her first bucket of the contest. 35-22. St. Mary's works it inside to Watkins. Watkins loses it for a second, gets it out to Sammy Sint. Sint uses the bank, cashes it in off the glass with the assist from Watkins. 37-22. Lumberjacks lead it. Ella Martin takes it to the right side. Tries to feed it down underneath. Ball deflected. It's going to stay with the Jags. Jags inbound from baseline. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. St. Mary's leads at 37-22. Into Yount. Yount tries to go up. She'll be fouled, and if I'm correct, it might be against Sammy Sint, and if it is, that'll be her fourth. No, it will be the second foul on Berkeley McGrill, so kind of a break, I guess you could say, for St. Mary's. Not going to be a shooting foul. Berkeley will come out for a moment as Sexton checks back in for the Lumberjacks. Jags will inbound from baseline. Gets it into Martin. Martin, a quick shot from the short corner. It's no good. And Mitchell using that long body of hers to pull down that rebound. Mitchell is a rebounding machine. Up to Elliott. Elliott, right wing. Tries to feed it over the top. Gets it in there. Shot up by Mitchell. It won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Watkins. Brenna Elliott from the short corner. It's up and good, and I think it was Watkins with an assist. 39-22. Lumberjacks' largest lead of the game, 17. Jags have the ball up top. Williams swings it over to Yount. Yount triggers the three. Off back iron, no good. Offensive rebound for the Jags. Getting the ball underneath. Tying it up from behind is going to be Watkins. Possession stays with the Jaguars. Ella Martin put that ball way up there when she got it, and Watkins able to grab it from behind. Inbound pass is a little bit wild, but the Jags able to get possession. Shot on the way, three-point range, off the mark. Offensive board for the Jags, though. Yount has the ball between the circles. St. Mary's in their zone defense, staying inside that arc. Three-point shot on the way. It is no good. And again, the Jags, I'm going to give the rebound to the Jags. Again, I think I'm going to have to find out and get some clarity on that one. But the ball was off the shot into the backcourt, and Williams didn't grab it because I think she thought she couldn't. And maybe she can't. It was off their shot, so I don't know. But I figured off a shot on a rebound, it's free ball, but I could be wrong. There was a foul called against Stacy Mitchell. After all that. So I'm going to need to find out about that. Now we're going to get a double dribble as Yount lost control of the ball for a moment. And Lumberjacks will get the possession after the turnover by the Jags. Sexton will bring it down for St. Mary's. Picks up her dribble, goes over to Elliott. Elliott left side, now back to Sexton. Sexton looking like she's going to try to feed it inside. Lots of good defense out there. Going to go over to Sammy Sint. Sammy Sint buries another three. That's her third one of the game, I believe. Down inside. Nice little pass and movement there, but the Jags couldn't finish the shot. Rebound goes to Watkins. Mitchell brings it across. Over to Elliott. Elliott, right side. Now to the post as Mitchell gets it inside. Puts the shot up. It won't fall in. Rebound goes to Watkins. Shot up, no good by, I believe, Elliott from inside. No good on that shot. The rebound now goes to the Jaguars. They'll take it the other way. 16 seconds to go. Third quarter. Yount has the ball. Up the top to Williams for the Jags. Now back to Yount, left side. She hands it back off to Williams. Williams for the three. It's off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound goes to Watkins. And the third quarter will come to an end. Lumberjacks lead 42-22. It's a 20-point lead for St. Mary's. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources.
After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back. See who's on the floor for the Lumberjacks as McGrill is back in there. I think it's our starting five, and it is. Lumberjacks will start with the possession. Sexton has the ball. We got a battle to see who's going to score the most tonight for Lumberjacks, as it was Mitchell really up there in the points. She has 16, but Sammy Sint has quickly caught up to her. Sammy Sint has 13 points. Foul on the Jags. They try to feed that inside to Mitchell. Third team foul on the Jags. Into Watkins. No, it's a turnover as Williams steals that away. She's going to drive baseline. Shot won't fall for her. Rebound goes to Watkins. The Jags didn't have a lot of second chance points in the first half. They're up to 14. Berkeley McGrill for three just off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound to Stacy Mitchell. Mitchell puts it in and is fouled. So she'll get the old-fashioned three-point try, and I think that foul was against Deanna Williams, her third. Mitchell been pretty solid from the charity stripe tonight. I think she's only missed two out of I forget how many, and that one is short. Then he gets a rebound, though, to Sammy Sint, and Sammy Sint cashes it in. It's going to be interesting to see who finishes with the most points between those two as they're battling right now. 46-22 the score, Lumberjacks lead. Going to try to feed it into the low post. Shot up. No good. And Sammy Sint a little bit too much there trying to get that rebound. She tries to slap it out of the hand, and that's going to be a foul. That'll be third foul on Sammy. And that's going to hurt her chances of being the leading scorer as she's going to come out for a little while. Checking in for her was Taylor Jansen. Jags get the ball in. Looking to Anderson. Anderson going up against Watkins. Now to the top of the key. Out with a quick three. It's short. Might have been partially blocked. And I guess not because they're saying it's St. Mary's ball. So 4-0 run for the Lumberjacks. They're up by 24 now. Sexton with the ball. Over to Jansen. Jansen to the corner to McGrill. McGrill's going to try the three. It won't fall. Ball out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Jags. Taylor Jansen to trigger it in from baseline. Goes in, looking up to Watkins, and that's going to be a turnover as it gets into the backcourt. Sexton going to get called for a foul as she's coming up trying to get the steal. Sexton doesn't think she fouled, but looks over to Coach Wickard with her arms up as she asks the ref what when she got the whistle blown. It's a foul. You ain't going to argue your way out of it with the ref. That's foul number 4 for Sexton. 6:35 to go. 16 fouls for the Lumberjacks. And now Berkeley McGrill picks up a foul for trying to swipe that one out. And that one, I believe, is foul number 7. Maybe it's foul number 6. Nope, it's number 7. And like that, the Jags are at the charity stripe with the 1-1. It is Ella Martin who is 0 for 2 in the first half from the free throw line. And she's going to make the first free throw. The Jags forgot that there was one more shot coming. If she made that one, they all headed back down the floor. Second free throw by Martin. She's going to take another dribble. On the way, that one looks good. It's just slightly off the mark. Rebound goes to Mitchell. Mitchell feeds it ahead to Jansen. Jansen backs it out to McGrill. McGrill sets up the offense. Right side, gets it over to Sexton. Sexton reverses back to the top of the key. Little skip pass to McGrill. Short corner shot is short. Rebound pulled down by the Jags. And the Lumberjacks tied up. jump ball called, but the possession goes over to the Jags. Bringing it down for the Jags, the number 3 of Nelke. Swings it over to the left side. That's into the number 15 of Cooper, and they're going to throw it away. Kinsey Lawler checks in for the Jags. The number 14 of Maya Anderson comes out. 5:58 to go in the contest, 46-23. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. It's been St. Mary's only put up 4 points in the fourth. The Jags have put 1 on the board. Going to get a turnover by Sexton. Threw that one a little bit too high and telegraph. Genesis Prep able to get underneath it. And then the Jags turn it over themselves the other way. I don't know why it took them so long to blow that dead. I don't know. The ref, maybe it came off the ref, so they considered it still in play as the ball went out of bounds on the far side. Going out is Summer Nelke for the Jags. Checking back in is Sienna Williams. Sexton brings it down for St. Mary's. Sexton over to McGrill. McGrill back to Sexton up top. Sexton looking for an outlet. Brings it to the left side. Going to skip past it to Jansen. Jansen gets the time to look. 3-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound went to Mitchell. Mitchell steps inside, puts the shot up and good. Back the other way is Williams. Williams drives the lane, is going to dribble the ball off her foot, turn it over. Sexton brings it back down for the Lumberjacks. Sexton to McGrill. McGrill, 3-pointer on the way again, and that one is just off the mark. It looked like it was going to be good. Ball is going to be tied up, and a jump ball called. Possession will go to St. Mary's. I'll give Tacey Watkins that rebound. She was the one that tied up. Lumberjacks will inbound into Mitchell. Mitchell shot won't fall. Watkins with the rebound. Watkins' shot won't go, but she'll be fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. First time to the free throw line for Watkins tonight. 50% free throw shooter. That foul goes against Madison Cooper. Her first, team's 5th for the Jags. 2 shots coming for Watkins. Swishes the first one. And I don't know why St. Mary's did the same thing that the Jags did a minute ago. Thought there was only 1 free throw for some reason. Second shot on the way, in and out. Rebound to Watkins. Watkins tried to put it back, or Mitchell tried to put it back. It was no good. Blocked by the Jags, out of bounds by the Jags. St. Mary's will inbound. Sexton. Jansen, short corner, shot off the front of the rim, short. Rebound goes to Berkeley McGrill. Lumberjacks reset the offense. 26-point lead now for St. Mary's. They get it down underneath to Watkins. Watkins gets a little too close to that baseline, dribbles it off the inline, and it'll go over to the Jags on the turnover. And bring it down for the Jags is Yount. Yount to Williams. Williams, step back, 3-point shot on the way. It's high. Going to be counted as out of bounds. Ball will go over to the Lumberjacks. Coming out is Williams. Checking back in is Anderson. 4:18 left to go in the contest. St. Mary's looking to improve to 4-3 on the season. Lumberjacks lead at 49-23. Jansen back to McGrill. McGrill straight away. Back over to Jansen. Jansen, short corner, just inside the wing, and she's going to be fouled. That'll send Jansen to the charity stripe. My stats show Jansen as 25% from the free throw line. Second foul on Madison Cooper for the Knights, and the 6th team foul. First free throw is no good. Second free throw on the way, high, arcing shot, off the mark, won't fall through. It's a battle to fight to the rebound, fight to try to get the rebound. The Jags do get it, but they turn it over trying to stay in bounds with it. Pass for St. Mary's. Back to Berkeley. McGrill, elbow, shot up, no good. Watkins with the rebound. Watkins with the putback. Watkins with the 2 points. Lumberjacks lead is 28. Blocking foul, I think, down the other side. Fourth foul on McGrill. Watkins will come out. Checking in for her is the 44 of Lockridge. 1-and-1 free throws coming for Katie Yount. 1 for 4 from the free throw line is Yount. That one is no good. Rebound chased down by Mitchell. Mitchell to McGrill. McGrill will bring it across and set up the Lumberjack offense. 3.5 to go, fourth quarter, 51-23, Jacks lead. Looking to Mitchell. Mitchell was trying to feed it over the top. She's going to get her pocket picked. And then a foul on St. Mary's, and that'll be Stacy Mitchell's fourth foul. Lumberjacks have at least three players with 4 fouls. This late in the game and with the lead, though, Wickard not too worried about taking girls out and trying to preserve them because St. Mary's has a nice enough lead that you don't got to worry about that much right now. St. Mary's, Wickard will probably end up shuffling in the younger girls here in about a minute and a half to go anyway. Free throw on the way by Lawler. It's no good. Rebound to Mitchell. Mitchell backs it out to Sexton. Sexton, top of the key. Mitchell probably to those double-double numbers by now. Sexton over to McGrill. McGrill back up to Sexton. Now over to Jansen. Jansen cross court to McGrill. McGrill looking inside, trying to get it to Mitchell, and they can't quite get it there. Turnover St. Mary's. Give it as a steal to the Jags. And a little stutter step travel there. Little stutter step travel there. Turnover Genesis Prep, and we have a substitution happen for Lumberjacks. Mitchell goes out. Danica Sloper is into the game. And I think a lane violation by St. Mary's. I think somebody was parked in the paint a little bit too long. 2.5 to go. I think also, Watkins has already come out. Brenna Elliott going to check in. Driving is Yount from the left side. Counts the bucket for Katie Yount. St. Mary's has held the Jags to only about 14 points in the second half. Sexton to Jansen. Jansen for the high arching three. It's up and good. Another assist by Sexton. 54-25. Lumberjacks lead it. Sub's going to be coming in for the Lumberjacks. 3-point shot on the way by Yount. Off the mark. It's going to be Berkeley McGrill chasing down the rebound. She's going to get a timeout taken by St. Mary's. I think she's doing so she can get these subs done early and get some playing time for the younger kids. We'll take a timeout as well. No, we'll just keep it right here. It's only a 30-second timeout. Let's see here. Don't forget, tomorrow night, big game here in the Lumberjack Gymnasium. It's not a league match, but it's still a big game. It's a battle of the Benoit County teams. We've got Lakeside Knights coming to St. Mary's to take on the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks' last game was Lakeside last Friday, so St. Mary's has had all week to stew on that loss, 69-61 in Lakeside, and they've had all week to focus on doing nothing but preparing for Lakeside. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of a game plan the Lumberjacks come out with against Lakeside tomorrow night. We will be here with the action. JV starts at 5:30. I got to get these subs in here for the Lumberjacks as Linnemeyer is in. Brenna Elliott is in. I think Sexton and McGrill are probably out. That was a shot by St. Mary's. I didn't see who it was that took it, but it was no good. Rebound went to the Jags. Going to get a three-pointer on the way. It is short. Rebound to Lockridge. Lockridge dribbling down the right side, loses the ball. Mia Anderson's going to get a run-out layup, and she puts it up and good. That's her first bucket of the game. St. Mary's bringing it down slowly. Brenna Elliott over to Jansen. Jansen for three. It's good. And now Jansen finding her spot from downtown. 57-27. Lumberjacks lead is 30. Three-point shot on the way by the Jags. No good. Offensive rebound. Back it up to Nelke. Nelke, shot is short. A little bit of a late whistle, but they're going to call the blocking foul. I think that's going to go against Sloper. It'll be a shooting foul, and it's a running clock as well, so we may not get any more action. Summer Nelke to the free throw line for the first time this evening. Double bonus. Actually, I think it was a shooting foul anyways. First shot is up and good. Second free throw is good as well. Nice smooth shot by Nelke. 7 seconds on the clock. Brenna Elliott going to bring it across. Going to look inside to Lockridge. Lockridge can't get it up, and that's how the game will come to an end. The Lumberjack girls improved to 4-3 on the season with the 57-29 victory over the visiting Jaguars from Genesis Preparatory Academy. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game wrap-up.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, "Go Lumberjack!"
And we are back as the Lumberjack girls come away with the victory tonight, both on the JV side and the varsity side. JV gets the win 49-19. Varsity 56-29. St. Mary's outscores the Jags, let's say 15. They outscored them 28-15 in the second half. So a pretty good first and second half for St. Mary's. They were able to get a double digits in all four quarters of play. Let's see here. The Knights, they shot just 20. I thought I had myself fixed. The Jaguars shot 20% from the floor. They were 9 of 45. St. Mary's still like to see that shooting percentage a little bit higher, but they were at 37%, 22 of 58. 3-point attempts, the Jags were 4 of 20. St. Mary's 4 of 16. Both teams just about 20%. St. Mary's was 25%. 33% from the free throw line for the Jags. St. Mary's started out hot, kind of struggled a little bit later on in the free throw line at 8 of 14 for 57%. St. Mary's pulled down 52 rebounds, and this was, I typically give if something goes out of bounds off of a shot and it goes over to their team, I usually give them as a team rebound. I didn't do that as much tonight. St. Mary's ended up with 52 rebounds still. Let me see how many team rebounds I showed. I actually counted. Only 4. So St. Mary's with 52 rebounds, the Jags with 30, 25 offensive rebounds for St. Mary's, 17 offensive rebounds for the Jags. Both teams, I think, did pretty good with second chance points. I'll look at that in a moment. 27 defensive rebounds for St. Mary's, 13 for the Jags. The Lumberjacks, 14 assists, the Jags with 2. The Jags had 13 steals, St. Mary's with just 5. 22 turnovers for St. Mary's. So, again, not the numbers you want to see turnover-wise. The only good thing was the Jags didn't convert points off of them. And, again, we'll get to that in a minute. The St. Mary's team otherwise did convert points off of the Jags' turnovers. 12 fouls for the Jags, 22 for St. Mary's. So 22 fouls, 22 turnovers. Those numbers need to be lower. St. Mary's with just 7 points off the bench. The Jags, I think, had just 2 or 3 points off the bench. Points off turnovers. St. Mary's with second chance points. St. Mary's really did a good job tonight on second chance attempts. They had 26 points off of second chance opportunities. The Jags did have 14 points, so not bad. I mean, 26 is exceptional, honestly. Points off turnovers. St. Mary's had 22 turnovers. The Jags only 4 points, so that hurt the Jags in a standpoint of being able to keep into it. St. Mary's gave them a lot of extra opportunities to go down and score. St. Mary's did convert 13 points off of the 18 turnovers by the Jags. Leading scorer for the Jags was Katie Yount. She had 16 points tonight. 5 points for Summer Nelke, 3 points for Ella Martin, 2 points for Sienna Williams, 1 point for Kinsey Lawler, and 2 points for Maya Anderson. For the Lumberjacks, another strong night by Stacy Mitchell. She had 14 rebounds, 1 steal, and 20 points on the night. Sammy Stint, a great night as well, 17 points for her. She was 3 rebounds shy of a double-double. She had 7 rebounds with 1 assist and 1 block shot to go along with her 17 points. Tacey Watkins, on the other hand, was reversed. Tacey Watkins had 12 rebounds but 7 points. She also had 2 assists. Berkeley McGrill contributed 5 points. She had 3 assists, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. 5 points for Taylor Jansen, who had 1 rebound. Brenna Elliott had 2 points with an assist. 4 rebounds for Stormy Lockridge. Michaela Spray finished with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jacqueline Linnemeyer finished with a rebound and an assist. Kara Sexton had 4 assists on the game. And that is about it as far as the stats are concerned for the Lumberjacks. And again, Lumberjacks come away with the victory, 56-29 over the Genesee Jaguars. And tomorrow night, we'll be right back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium with Lumberjack boys basketball. They're going to be hosting the Lakeside Knights. For KOFE Radio, I'm Tim Parrish. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow evening.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!